What we learned from Arsenal 2, Olympiacos nil. One thing that I loved in the opening 25 minutes was just how aggressive and direct Arsenal were. The tempo, the passing, the movement, it was absolutely fantastic before that intensity slowed down. We saw it in parts, but just not as much as we did in that opening 25 minutes. And we also saw it against Newcastle as well. But it is something that I want to see more often from Arsenal. We certainly have the squad to do it. So hopefully this is something that we can now see from Arteta's Arsenal more often. Is that handbrake coming off more and more as each game goes by? Martin Odegaard was a different player tonight. Absolutely brilliant. Fantastic range of passing, orchestrating our press. Does this come off the back of the arrival of Eze, who's put in some fantastic, very direct and flair-like performances of late, bringing out the best of Martin Odegaard? Perhaps it could be a change of tactics with new players around him making better runs in behind, like Gyökeres, for example. We know Martin Odegaard is capable of these performances on a regular basis, and perhaps that competition now in the Arsenal squad is pushing him in to a position where he has no choice but to perform at a higher level. I thought Victor Gyökeres was outstanding tonight. He started to make those runs, the ones that we saw him make at Sporting, and Arsenal players are starting to find him as well. And as those relationships grow, it will only get better. Something that Arsenal have certainly lacked in recent seasons. Very unlucky not to get a goal in the first half after several very good chances. The one that Martinelli knocked in. His strength in being an absolute handful for those Olympiacos defenders tonight, for me, was absolutely brilliant. Something I look forward to watching grow. Martinelli was an absolute nuisance this evening. He did not stop with his running, movement, popping up all over the pitch, asking all sorts of questions. An absolute nightmare for his opponents. Yes, he was rewarded with a goal. And I do think Arteta is managing him really well in building his confidence and utilising him in the right way to get the best out of him. And I do think we're still yet to see the best of Martinelli this season. David Raya made 2 or 3 absolutely massive saves for Arsenal tonight, and he probably won't get the praise that some other Arsenal players will get, but it's thoroughly deserved. He goes under the radar, which speaks volumes in terms of how used to we've got to him putting in these big performances. An unsung hero for sure.